Welcome to my channel Super Rare Coins. Today is best top 2 coins. Please don't skip this video, so let's get it started. The 2014 Latvian 50 euro cent coin stands as a landmark piece in the nation's modern history, symbolizing Latvia's integration into the European Union's single monetary system and the beginning of a new economic era. Latvia officially adopted the euro on January 1, 2014. Replacing the long-standing Latvian lats LVL, which had been the country's proud national currency since regaining independence from the Soviet Union in 1991. The introduction of the euro marked Latvia's full entry into the Eurozone and represented stability, unity, and trust within the European community. The 50 euro cent coin, minted during this inaugural year, became one of the first widely circulated representations of Latvia's identity within the shared European currency system. Although uniform in shape, weight, and reverse design across the Eurozone, each member state's national side offers a unique reflection of its culture and heritage. Latvia's choice of imagery, the portrait of a Latvian maiden, based on the historic 5 lat silver coin of 1929, connects this modern coin directly to the nation's pre-war independence, freedom, and cultural memory. The obverse national side of the Latvian 50 euro cent coin features a beautifully engraved portrait of a young Latvian woman in traditional national dress. Wearing a folkloric headdress embroidered with fine geometric patterns, her expression is serene, confident, and dignified, symbolizing the strength and grace of the Latvian people. The design is taken directly from the original 5 lat silver coin, a masterpiece created in 1929 by artist Richard Zurins, one of Latvia's most prominent graphic designers and coin engravers. That classic design became a national symbol during the interwar period and a cherished emblem of Latvian independence by reviving it for the Euro series. Latvia declared its continuity as a sovereign European nation despite decades of foreign occupation. Around the edge of the coin are the 12 stars of the European Union, representing unity, harmony, and solidarity among the member states. The inscription Latvija appears to the left of the maiden's portrait, denoting the issuing country. The mint mark LMK, representing the Latvija's Moneta Kaltuve Latvian coin mint, appears subtly near the base of the portrait. The designer's initials and the delicate line work around the figure emphasize craftsmanship and authenticity, while the imagery projects both national pride and European belonging. The reverse common side of the coin follows the standard design used for all 50 euro cent coins throughout the Eurozone. Created by Belgian designer Luc Luix, this side features a map of Europe showing the countries of the European Union connected without borders, symbolizing unity and cooperation. The large numeral 50 is boldly placed to the left, followed by the words Euro cent, with 12 stars surrounding the outer rim in a circular arrangement. The map on the 2014 coin depicts the entire European continent, including new EU members, as the design was updated after 2007 to reflect enlargement beyond the original 12 states. The fine background lines radiating behind the map add texture and depth, representing technological progress and modernity. Together with the Latvian obverse, the coin perfectly balances national heritage with European integration, a tangible reflection of the idea that a country can retain its unique identity while contributing to a larger united system. Technically, the 2014 50 euro cent coin of Latvia is struck from an alloy known as Nordic gold, composed of 89% copper, 5% aluminum, 5% zinc, and 1% tin. Despite its warm golden hue, it contains no actual gold. The alloy was developed to resist tarnish, corrosion, and wear, ensuring longevity in circulation. The coin weighs 7.80 grams, has a diameter of 24.25 millimeters, and features a unique 7-sided Spanish flower shape with smooth indentations that make it easily recognizable by touch. The coin's edge is finely milled reeded, adding both aesthetic refinement and protection against counterfeiting. The minting process was carried out by the Rahapija Oy Mint of Finland, which assisted the Latvian authorities in producing the first euro coins to ensure perfect technical and visual quality. Each blank was annealed, polished, and struck under high pressure to capture the delicate detail of the maiden's portrait and the fine weave of her headdress. The result is a coin that glows with clarity, precision, and symbolic resonance, a small but powerful piece of national art circulating throughout Europe. The portrait of the Latvian maiden carries immense cultural and historical weight. T is not merely decorative but a deeply patriotic symbol. The original 5 lats coin, from which it was derived, became during Soviet occupation a symbol of national hope and resistance. Latvians often kept the old 5 lats coin hidden in their homes as a quiet act of defiance and remembrance of their lost independence. TOC, the same image restored to a national coin in 2014, was profoundly emotional for many citizens, representing the completion of a historical circle from oppression and occupation to freedom and sovereignty within a democratic Europe. The maiden herself, sometimes referred to as Milda, is portrayed as the embodiment of Latvia, youthful, peaceful yet strong in spirit. Her traditional attire and dignified expression emphasize the importance of Latvian folk culture, rural heritage, and the enduring connection between the land and its people. The image's survival across almost a century of political upheaval makes it one of the most powerful numismatic symbols in Europe. The introduction of the euro in Latvia in 2014 followed a long and carefully managed economic process. After joining the European Union in 2004, Latvia worked for nearly a decade to meet the strict criteria fiscal and monetary standards required for entry into the eurozone. The adoption of the euro replaced the Latvian lats at a fixed exchange rate of €1 equals 0.702804 lats, and the transition was smooth and well received by most citizens. The 50-euro-cent coin quickly became one of the most commonly used denominations in everyday transactions. Used in shops, public transport, and markets throughout the country, for many Latvians, the coin was both a practical currency and a source of national pride and affirmation that Latvia, once occupied and isolated, was now a full and equal participant in the European family. The inclusion of the maiden design also sent a strong cultural message that Latvia's past would not be erased by globalization or integration, but rather celebrated as part of Europe's diverse heritage. From a numismatic perspective, the 2014 50-euro-cent coin is considered a first-year issue, making it particularly interesting to collectors. Although it was produced in large quantities for circulation with a mintage of approximately 5.5 million coins, it holds special historical significance as part of Latvia's inaugural euro coin series. Collectors often seek these 2014 coins in brilliant uncirculated BU or proof condition, which were included in official mint sets and presentation cases produced for commemorative purposes. These proof coins, struck multiple times under polished dies, exhibit mirror-like fields and frosted relief showcasing the artistry of the maiden's portrait in remarkable detail. While circulated examples remain equal to their face value €0.50, pristine uncirculated specimens can command between €2 and €10. And proof examples may range from €15 to €25 or more depending on. Next, the 2003 Italian 50-euro-cent coin is one of the most artistically and symbolically rich coins ever issued within the eurozone as part of the first unified European currency system introduced in 2002. This coin embodies both the national identity of Italy and the shared economic and political unity of Europe. The euro replaced the Italian lira, which had been in circulation since 1862. Marking one of the most significant monetary transitions in modern European history. The 50-euro-cent coin, being part of the first standard series of euro coinage, carried not only economic value but also immense symbolic power, representing Italy's contribution to the European Union. As one of its founding members, each member country was allowed to design its own national sides while sharing the same European common reverse, and Italy chose to feature some of its most celebrated cultural masterpieces on its coins. For the 50-cent denomination, Italy selected the equestrian statue of Emperor Marcus Aurelius, a profound choice that ties together classical Roman history, Renaissance humanism, and modern European identity. The obverse national side of the 2003 Italian 50-euro-cent coin depicts the famous bronze equestrian statue of Marcus Aurelius, one of the most iconic symbols of imperial Rome. The statue, dating from around AD 175, stands on Rome's Capitoline Hill Campidoglio, and was originally placed there during the Renaissance by Michelangelo Buonarroti, who redesigned the square's geometry to honor ancient Roman grandeur. The depiction on the coin shows Marcus Aurelius in full command, seated upon his horse, with his right hand extended outward in a gesture of leadership and peace, not dominance, but calm authority. This symbolizes wisdom, justice, and restraint in governance, qualities deeply valued in both ancient Rome and modern Italy. Around the statue, the letters RI for Repubblica Italiana appear, identifying the issuing nation. The 12 stars of the European Union encircle the design, representing the solidarity, unity, and equality of the nations that make up the EU. To the left of the statue is the mint mark R, denoting the Istituto Poligrafico e Zecca dello Stato Rome Mint, Italy's historic state mint. Below the statue lies the signature of the designer, Roberto Mauri, one of Italy's most respected metallists and engravers, whose interpretation of the ancient artwork captures both movement and dignity in miniature form. The reverse common European side of the 50-euro-cent coin was designed by Luc Luix of the Royal Belgian Mint, whose initials, LL, appear subtly near the lower right. It features a map of the European Union as it appeared before the 2004 enlargement, showing the member states united, without borders, a symbolic gesture toward integration and cooperation. The numeral 50 dominates the center, followed by the inscription Eurocent, which identifies the denomination in all official EU languages. The design expresses modernity and unity, blending simplicity with purpose. The background texture of fine radiating lines represents dynamism and technological progress, underscoring the euro's role as a forward-looking, stable and globally influential currency. Together the obverse and reverse designs combine ancient Rome's enduring legacy with Europe's modern vision of peace and progress, perfectly reflecting Italy's contribution to Western civilization. From a technical standpoint, the Italian 50 cent coin of 2003 is struck from an alloy known as Nordic gold, a carefully balanced mixture of 89% copper, 5% aluminum, 5% zinc, and 1% tin. Despite its name, it contains no real gold. Instead, the alloy produces a warm golden hue that resists tarnish and corrosion. The coin measures 24.25 millimeters in diameter, weighs 7.80 grams, and has a distinctive Spanish flower edge consisting of 7 smooth indentations alternating around its perimeter. This edge design was chosen across the Eurozone to make the 50-cent coin easily recognizable by touch, aiding both the visually impaired and machine identification systems. The coin's finish is typically brilliant uncirculated BU when freshly minted, with a fine matte sheen that gradually polishes to a brighter tone through circulation. Its durability, legibility, and tactile features make it one of the most technically sophisticated circulation coins of its era. The minting process for the 2003 50 cent coin reflects the highest standards of modern coin production. Each blank is precision cut from rolled sheets of Nordic gold, then annealed and polished before striking. The Rome Mint employs state-of-the-art hydraulic presses that imprint the designs under immense pressure, ensuring sharp relief and exact detail even at the micro level. After striking, each coin is quality checked by automated optical systems and occasionally inspected manually by expert numismatists. The R mint mark is a subtle but historic symbol. Italy's state mint in Rome has operated since 1911 and is a successor to centuries of Italian minting tradition stretching back to the Papal States and beyond. The 2003 mintage of 50-cent coins was large, intended for both domestic and international use within the Eurozone, reflecting Italy's strong role in the shared European economy. Millions of pieces entered circulation that year, yet the exact quality control ensured consistent excellence across the entire batch. The historical symbolism behind the choice of Marcus Aurelius for Italy's 50-cent coin cannot be overstated. Marcus Aurelius 121–180 AD, the philosopher-emperor of Rome, was renowned for his intellect, stoicism, and moral leadership. His writings, known as Meditations, remain foundational texts in Western philosophy, advocating reason, discipline, and compassion. By choosing this statue, Italy paid tribute not only to its imperial past but also to its intellectual heritage, a tradition of thought and ethics that shaped Europe's humanist ideals. The statue itself survived antiquity only by a fortunate misunderstanding. Medieval Christians believed it depicted Emperor Constantine, the first Christian ruler, and thus spared it from being melted down. This act of historical chance preserved a masterwork of Roman sculpture that continues to embody endurance and cultural continuity, fitting qualities for a nation that helped found the European Union and the euro currency. The economic background of the 2003 issue is also noteworthy. Italy, along with 11 other EU nations, had officially adopted the euro in January 2002. The following year, 2003, was a period of consolidation when euro coins and banknotes became fully normalized across Europe. Italian citizens were still adapting to the new system, and the 50 cent coin quickly became one of the most commonly used denominations, equivalent to roughly 1,000 old Italian lire. Its purchasing power in 2003 was moderate but significant, enough for a small espresso, a newspaper, or a bus fare, making it a daily part of Italian life. The euro represented not just economic reform but also a profound psychological shift from national currencies tied to identity to a shared European currency symbolizing collective progress and peace. The design philosophy of the Italian euro coins reflects the country's deep reverence for art, architecture, and heritage. Each denomination celebrates a different aspect of Italy's cultural genius. The 1 cent features the Castel del Monte, the 2 cent the Mole Antonelliana, the 5 cent the Colosseum, the 10 cent Botticelli's Birth of Venus, the 20 cent Umberto Boccioni's unique forms of continuity in space, the 50 cent Marcus Aurelius statue, the €1 Leonardo's. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.